Okay, so on this clip, we're going to be looking at how you can change the output. We're going to start with code libraries. Now, code libraries on the left-hand side here are just ways of color coding your program. Now, you can color code it by build stage, design discipline, floor level. We're going to be using trade contractors here, and in here, as a part of the standard setup, we've got some made-up names in here. All these can be changed, rename them all and add to the list as well, but I'm just going to be using this so you can see how it works. So for example, if I'm going to be putting in demolition, I just click, drag, drop it onto the demolition task, and it just changes colour. Easy as that, just straightforward drag and drop. So I go to ground workers, and then we put in some foundations on there as well. So we'll just power the ground workers, doing those two as well. Now if you want to be able to add to this list, you have to go into the Library Explorer at the top of the list. Top of the screen. Over here, Trades Contractor, so you click on Trades Contractor, and there's the list. So to add into the list, just right click, New Code Library Entry, and add your new contractor. Give them a different colour. And the sort order you've got there is just the order that it appears on the front screen. So if I leave it as 0, it'll appear at the front. If I click on my tab here, it'll appear at the top of the list. If I was to change that to 18, it would appear at the bottom. I'm going to leave it there as 0 because I want to be able to see it at the top of my list here. If I then had Acme Builders doing something, you just do exactly what you did before. Just click, drag, and then drop it onto the tasks that Acme Builders are going to be doing. If you're going to have Acme Builders doing more than one thing, you can just click, hold the control button down and click on all the things that Acme Builders are going to be doing and just click and drag and drop them on. So that's in your code libraries. So the next thing we're going to look at is up on format. So if you select format, and you're then able in here using these buttons to show things or hide things, depending who the project is actually going to. You can choose to hide the float, hide the critical path, you can take your links off, and so all you're left with then is just tasks where they're starting and where they're finishing. Again, we can put these back on once you've printed it and send it off. On the Format tabs, two things I want to show you here are text annotations and pictures. So if you wanted to put a text annotation onto your program, text annotation, press the button, and then you can draw a box where you want your text to go. And if we were then going to be having a client visit, we can type that in, just click away from it, and then we can move it to around about the time that you're going to have your client visit. If you want to be able to make that a little bit bigger, you can double click it, select the text, and on the Home tab, make it bold, change the font colour. Of course, you can make it bigger as well. You can also put on, back on the Format tab, pictures. So we click on the picture, same sort of thing, little cursor shows, so we click on browse, and it just takes me to my clip art, and I can then choose a picture from clip art. And that then sits in the program. So your picture can be anything from clip art to a picture of your site if you really wanted that. Now once you've chosen these two, something else we can then do is we can print it, of course. So to print it, we have our print button at the top of the screen here. So we give that a click, and then the dialog pops up. And then from the dialog, we can then choose how we want to print it. So we can print it to a PDF. We're going to choose a border. So the border I'm going to choose from here is on the list. Okay, so once you've put in your annotations and your pictures, and you want to then print this, we can then go up to the print button at the top of the screen. This opens up the print dialog box. From here you can choose your printers. If you want to print off to PDF from inside here, I'm just going to leave it as PDF for a moment. You can put it onto the clipboard for easy pasting into PowerPoint or into Outlook even, or you can save it as a picture files like a JPEG, GIF file, any of those. On the Details tab is where I want to go, because I'm going to click on my Browse button and choose one of the borders which actually come with the software. I'm just going to just drill down into my borders here. This will automatically be set on yours. And then from the list which we've got in here, we can just choose one of the existing borders which come with the software. So these are preset borders. Now a border, if I just click on open there, we're going to see it in a minute on the preview. The border sits around the project, giving us logos and that sort of thing. So just make sure these two match. I'll have it printed on one page. And so if I click on preview now, we can see the new project title at the top. It's for training, it's by her name, and then you have the pictures and the annotation showing. And any of the code libraries that you've used, they're shown as a key at the bottom of your program down here. Now if you want to put a logo into your border, we can go to our print settings button at the top left hand corner, onto the Details tab, and then I'm just going to browse to the border that I'm currently using, which is the chart A4L1. Let's open that up. Now if I click on Edit, what that does, that opens up PowerDraw. Now PowerDraw is a separate product which comes with Powerproject. It's shipped out with it. It's a sister product, and it's purely for creating borders. Now as I say, we do send you a list of borders that you can use, but you can go into these borders and modify them. You can create your own if you wish, but we do provide you with quite a lot. Now if you want to put a logo onto your border, we go onto the New Picture button, we draw a box around about where the logo is going to go. This box pops up, file name, and then again you can go and hunt for your border, for your logo, sorry. All I'm going to do is again just go into my clip art and just pick a picture from clip art inside here. So we'll just choose one of those. And that then goes in. Now if I was going to save that, you can save it to any location you like, just do a file save as. I'm just going to put it onto my C drive for the moment, and we're just going to call it border, that's the one. And then we can close out of that one there. Now if I browse onto my C drive, my new border down the bottom here, and I close that, and you can see the logo goes on top. Of course, you'd spend a bit more time making it a bit more professional looking rather than just sticking it on there. But as you can see, a logo can be quite easily added onto your border.